Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good good day everyone. How are you today? I hope you are all in good condition and you still have that spirit to study to improve your speaking ability, especially in terms of speaking for presentation skill. Welcome back to our class, and today we are going to continue our activity from the previous meeting, which is about presenting your main points. And in this meeting we will learn other things. This is about presenting what you have in your slide or in your screen or in your figure, in your graphic. Okay, right. Without further ado, let's take a look at these pictures. Okay, do you know the English names of these media and tools used in presentations? Sorry. Tahu pasti ya. Okay, now let's come to the first one. Okay, have you ever seen this one before? Iya, ada semacam microphone here, and then uh, square like things, like a box here. Iya, ini adalah apa nih? Maybe we call it podium kayaknya. Iya, exactly. Ini podium ya. Okay. And usually people when they give presentation sometimes they stand in front of this podium. Okay, stay on this podium and the audience in front of these podiums. And number two, ini pernah ya. We got white and it means blue and red here. Apa ini yang kecil nih? Iya, ini adalah marker. Yes, one marker, the black one ya. And number three apa nih keseluruhannya? What do we call this? Ya biasanya apa ya, board ya, apakah whiteboard sometimes atau blackboard ya, ini board. Okay, number 4. Ini ada kertas, ada tulisan grafik-grafik. Apa, ada yang pernah dengar? Iya, like in the previous meeting I told you, ini adalah flip chart. Flip, balik, ada chart grafik-grafik yang di flip, makanya disebut dengan flip chart. Okay. Number 5, ini udah tahu ya, ini projector, mungkin projector ya, atau LCD kita bilang. Tahu ini ya, I believe that most of you have used this much in your learning. And number 6, apa nih number 6? Ada pernah tahu apa tuh? Iya, ini adalah screen ya, probably this is screen. Okay. And on this screen we got figures, ada tables, figures gini. Nih. Okay. 7, apa 7? Ini saya jarang lihat kalau di Indonesia. Ini semacam mirip-mirip projector, tapi dia kayak kalau ada buku atau apa bisa diletakkan di sini, terus dia akan muncul di layar. Bukunya itu diproject dengan ini, ya. Mirip OHP tapi yang lebih apa ya? Dulu ada OHP namanya. Dia kayak kita menulis di kertas transparan, diletakkan lalu kertas itu akan muncul. Nah, cuman ada yang juga seperti ini. Dia mirip LCD, cuman kalau kita punya buku taruh sini muncul bukunya langsung. Nah, itu. Saya lupa ya nama-namanya. So sorry for that. I think you can go searching for this ya. Ada namanya, ada reflektornya mungkin di sini. Ada papan ininya, sorry. Kalau ini tahu ya, ini kayak apa ya? Tip gitu, ya. Lupa juga namanya apa ya. Like sticky note, but it's not sticky note because you tip it, ya kayak di klik gitu, ya. Inilah pokoknya media used in presentations. When you're giving presentations, you will deal with all of this. You usually deal with all of this media, yeah. Okay. When, if ever, do you use the above media tools in presentation? Which do you find the most effective and why? Yang mana efektif? Okay, sebenarnya tergantung the presentations is about. If your presentation is about giving graphic and the graphic needs to be coret-coret, so flip chart sometimes works very well. Tapi kalau yang dipresentasi adalah buku, sesuatu yang tidak punya medianya, tidak ada softnya, maka ini lebih pas. Saya lupa namanya ini. Oke. Projector lah mungkin. Kalau ini kan LCD ya. Bukan projector mungkin. Nah, kalau bagan ini kalau pengen, karena dia bisa digerak-gerak. Kalau cuman apa ya, kayak semacam kertas-kertas ditempel, kita pakai ini. Anyway, jadi it depends on what kind of topic or material or presentations that you are presenting, so you can choose the best media that are appropriate. Alright, nah kita langsung aja kali ya. Ini sudah saya jawab ini harusnya nggak di sini dijawab, tapi kita coba dulu ya, karena bisa jadi salah juga toh. Oke. Listen to the 3 extracts from presentations and tick. Ini tick nih, centang the media use. Kita dengar. Oke, audio 16. Right. Kita coba dengar audio 16. Okay.
Unit 3, Exercise 1.
Tahu ya, so we are going to listen to an audio and then we are going to see ya, apakah di audio itu ada penjelasan tentang media yang digunakan. Lalu kita tick kalau memang ada. Apakah flip chart, whiteboard, atau PowerPoint slide. Okay, let's try.
1.
Take a look at these figures. They clearly highlight how a combination of 2 significant external factors affected our business in the first 2 quarters of this year. One important factor is the oil price. The second, the development of the euro against the dollar. In 2002, we exported nearly 2/3 of our products to the US and Canada. Since then, oil has become much more expensive, and so has the euro. Let me show you what this means for our export business. I'll just write some figures on the board, and then we will go on to discuss the next point.
Okay, have you got the media used by the speaker? Coba, ini kalau nggak salah di part ini.
Some figures on the board, and then we will go on to discuss the next point.
Figures on the board. Okay, jadi dia figuresnya on the board. So probably ya bahwa the presenters ya is using whiteboard giving his presentation. So we will put whiteboard. Okay. All right. Next one. Number 2. Excerpt number 2.
2.
Okay, let's now have a look at our new magnetic ski rack Matterhorn, which was launched in August. This system is more compact than the old one and also easier to handle. Another advantage is that it can also be used for snowboards. We hope to sell at least 5,000 of these systems within the next 2 months. On the next slide, you will see an illustration of the Matterhorn X15.
Oke, udah dapat nih kayaknya ya. Pakai apa medianya? What kind of media used by the speaker? Exactly, PowerPoint slide. Because she said slide. Dia bilang on the next slide you can apa tadi?
You will see an illustration of the Matterhorn systems within the next 2 months. On the next slide, you will see an illustration of the Matterhorn.
An illustrations of the Matterhorn. Jadi nomor 2 ini PowerPoint slide. Right. Number 3. Let's see the excerpt 3.
3.
As I explained earlier, we've worked very hard to make our products more attractive for the customer. These are the sales figures for Europe for the first 3 quarters of this year. As you can see here, we've had a very successful year. We've sold about 21,000 fully automatic espresso machines and nearly 7,500 semi-automatic machines so far. To highlight our success even further, let's go back to the 2003 figures on the previous page. Let me just flip back to it. Ah yes, here it is.
Iya, dia bilang apa? Let me flip back to it. Flip, apa yang di flip dibalik? Ya, nggak mungkin screen di flip, ya kan? Atau boardnya di flip, jatuh dia. Ini pastinya flip chart. Exactly. Okay, so the third presenter uses flip chart in his presentation. Okay, good. Nah, sekarang kita lebih ke activity-nya ya, untuk deeply understand what this material atau this topic is about. Okay. Now listen to the presentations again and complete the sentences. Oke, kita coba lengkapi ya. Oke, right. Ini presentation 1, so it must be 16. Right.
Unit 3, Exercise 1. 1.
Take a look at these figures.
Oke, apa dia bilang? Take a look at these figures. Lihat figures ini, table, figures tuh ya figur, bentuk. Bisa table, chart, gitu ya. Oke.
They clearly highlight how a combination of
They clearly highlight. Apa nih? Highlight. Apa nih? They clearly highlight. Take a look at these figures. Lihatlah ya. Figur-figur ini katanya. Maksudnya table, mungkin kan chart. They clearly highlight. Mereka dengan jelas highlight, memunculkan, menampakkan, kira-kira gitu ya. Apa yang di highlight? Kita lihat. Dia bilang highlight.
Two significant external factors affected our business of two significant. Take a look at these figures. They clearly highlight how a combination of two significant external factors affected our business in the first 2 quarters of this year.
Oke, apa nih? In the first 2 quarters ya. 2 quarters ya. Quarters of this year katanya ya. Oke. Terus apa lagi?
One important factor is the oil price. The second, the development of the euro against the dollar. In 2002, we exported nearly 2/3 of our products to the US and Canada. Since then, oil has become much more expensive, and so has the euro. Let me show you what this means for our export business. I'll just write some figures on the board.
Oke. I'll just write some figures. Katanya saya akan menulis some figures. Ya, beberapa figures on the board katanya kan. Jadi dia pakai papan tulis nih berarti. And then we will go on to discuss the next point. Oke ya. Figures tuh ya table-table itu loh figure. Tahu ya? Oke, good.
And then we will go on to discuss the next point.
Oke, dapat ya. Take a look at these figures nih. Ini kalau ini orangnya, lihat nih ya tabel ini gitu. They clearly highlight how a combinations of two significant external factors affected our business in the first 2 quarters of this year. Ya. Mereka dengan jelas ya kan menunjukkan ya highlight, menampilkan how a combinations of two significant external factors, bagaimana kombinasi dari 2 faktor internal mempengaruhi our business in the first 2 quarters. Ya, mempengaruhi bisnis kita pada 2 kuarter pertama di tahun ini. Oke. I'll just write some figures. Aku akan menulis beberapa figures katanya. On the board, pada board ini katanya kan. And then we will go on to discuss the next point. Setelah itu baru kita ke poin selanjutnya kita diskusikan. Oke ya. Nah, jadi begitu. Nah, ini contoh 1. Yang kedua. Oke, kita coba yang kedua ya.
2.
Okay, let's now have a look at our new magnetic ski rack, Matterhorn.
Oke, apa dia bilang? Oke, let's now have a look. Mari kita lihat katanya kan at our new magnetic sky rack Matterhorn. Itu nama proyeknya tuh. Sorry, wrong click. Terus apa lagi?
Which was launched in August. This system is more compact than the old one and also easier to handle. Another advantage is that it can also be used for snowboards. We hope to sell at least 5,000 of these systems within the next 2 months. On the next slide...
Oke, apa dia bilang? On the next slide katanya. Di slide selanjutnya. Nah, jadi ini kalau misalnya kita sudah masuk ke dalam satu slide, kita bisa bilang, okay, let's now have a look at apa yang ditunjuk di situ. Bukan cuma slide-nya. Misalnya kita sudah menjelaskan tentang ada gambar, ada figur, ada table, ada siklus misalnya. Kita bisa gunakan yang ini. Terus yang ini nomor 5, kita bisa juga setelah selesai kita bilang on the next slide you will see apa misalnya. Kan begitu ya. Oke, kita selesaikan dulu.
You will see an illustration of the Matterhorn X15.
Iya, you will see an illustration. Gambaran of the Matterhorn X15. Oke ya. Sip. Presentation 3. Coba.
3.
As I explained earlier, we've worked very hard to make our products more attractive for the customer. These are the sales figures for Europe for the...
Apa nih? Agak cepat ya ngomongnya. Coba ulang lagi.
These are the sales figures for Europe.
Oke, dapat? Iya. These are the sales figure katanya. Sale apa nih? Figures. Iya. Iya kan? Sorry, wrong click. These are the sales figures
For the first 3 quarters. These are the sales figures for Europe for the first 3 quarters of this year.
Okay, for Europe for the first 3 quarters of this year. Apa quarter? Per 4 tahun kali ya. Of this year. Quarter. Oke. 7. Apa nih 7?
As you can see here, we've had a very successful year.
Apa tuh? Jelas ya. As you can see here, as you can see here. Sebagaimana kamu bisa lihat, kalian bisa lihat di sini, we have had a very successful year. Wah. Jadi hampir sama ya, have a look sama dengan can see, as you can see. 8. Oke. Kita putar lagi ya.
We've sold about 21,000 fully automatic espresso machines and nearly 7,500 semi-automatic machines so far. To highlight our success even further, let's go back to the 2003 figures on...
To highlight our success even further, let's go back. Okay, ayo kita kembali to the 2003 figures. Again, on the previous, apa dibilang tadi?
the previous page. Let me just flip.
Okay, on the previous page. Di page sebelumnya. Let me just flip. Saya putar katanya. Saya balik. Coba. Oke ya, ini adalah expression ketika Mas Sisi when you are giving your presentation but the focus is more on apa di dalam presentation, apakah figurnya, apakah illustrationnya, picture-nya, prosesnya. Jadi bisa menggunakan these expressions. Oke ya. Sorry. Good. Nah, ini match the two parts to make sentences used to refer to media. Jadi ini tinggal diturun disambungkan satu apa. On the next page apa misalnya? On the next page I'll show you our last poster. Di page selanjutnya saya akan menunjukkan kamu poster terakhir kami. Ya, atau terbaru. Terlahir ini yang paling akhir, paling up to date. Jadi ini dibuat sehingga sama. Sehingga jadi kalimat yang bagus. Lalu dipahami maknanya. Jadi ini, sorry ya, you have to do it by yourself. You have to practice to make sense of it, iya kan? Supaya bisa paham. Oh, begitu cara menggunakannya. Ini adalah ekspresi-ekspresi yang bisa digunakan, iya kan? Di dalam giving presentation. On the next page, my next slide shows, as you can see, let me just show you some to illustrate. Nah, untuk bisa menggunakan ini, you have to know the context. Makanya latihannya untuk disambungkan. Lalu you can check your answer based on the key answer that is also attached on this book. Di bagian akhir ada kan? Cek. Ya. Nah, dikerjakan supaya dapat manfaatnya. Kalau cuma lihat aja ya nggak bisa. Right. Terakhir untuk pertemuan kita di kali ini. Ini juga penting ya. Ini saying numbers because in giving presentations we cannot deny the fact that most of the time we will show points. numbers, ya kan, banyak angka-angka. Ya, jadi ini penjelasannya untuk bisa kita ini kan. Numbers, ya, angka-angka, especially long ones, are often difficult for the audience to understand. Ya iyalah, kalau panjang 3940 sekian, mana susah lah menghafal dan mengingatnya. Jadi dibilang apa nih? Try to say numbers slowly and clearly. Remember, every time you say about a number, try to say it slowly, clearly. And point at them while speaking, sambil ditunjuk. Kalau kita bilang, okay everyone, as you can see here, there are 251 apa misalnya people, ya, are seeking for job in Bengkulu Province misalnya. Jadi dilambatkan 200 lalu ditunjuk. Kalau saya pakai mouse ini kan, pakai kursor mouse, kalian misalnya bisa pakai laser atau pakai ya mouse juga boleh seperti itu, atau tunjuk tangan juga nggak apa-apa ya kalau di board misalnya. Oke? Nah, jadi itu dia bilang. Nah ini oke. Lalu apa nih misalnya nih, 2M ini singkatan itu 2 million. M 2 million bukan meter ya. Oke. Nah ini 1,6 BN ini artinya 1.6 billion. Jadi singkat dia. Ya, artinya 1,6 miliar ya. Kalau sepertiga, 3/4 gimana? Gini ngomongnya, 1/3. Oke. Satu. Yang kata selanjutnya yang urutan, yang bukan 1/3, salah, 1/3. Oke. Nah, kalau 3/4 bukan 3/4 ya, 3/4, 3/4. Ini cara ngomongnya ya. Oke? Lalu misalnya yang ini 235 M kuadrat, gimana ngomongnya? Nah, ini ngomongnya ya, 235 square meters. Ini square, 4 itu square lah, kotak square nih. Iya, ini juga dijadikan istilah yang berarti kuadrat. Oke? Square meters. Right. Kalau persen, ini 98%. Gitu aja. Oke? Nah, ini euro, 150.000 euro. Gimana ngomongnya? Nih, 150,000 euro. 150.000 euro. Oke? Remember katanya apa? We use a comma in English to show thousands and a point to show the decimal place. Kebalikan dari Indonesia ya. Kalau di bahasa Inggris, koma itu digunakan untuk memisah puluhan dan ribuan. Oke? Puluhan nggak ada. Ribuan ya, ribuan ya. Ini koma kan? Nah, sedangkan kalau decimal place, pecahan, dia pakai titik. Kebalikan kita. Oke? Kalau kita kan, kalau titik itu koma, titik itu artinya misalnya 0,5, 0.5 gitu loh. 0,5 kita kan gini, 0,5. Kalau di bahasa apa namanya kebalik ya, sorry. Di bahasa Indonesia kan 0,5 gini, 0,5. Kalau di bahasa Inggris dia bukan 0,5, 0.5 itu 0,5. Kalau bahasa Indonesia 15.000 atau 1.500 kan gini. Nah, artinya 1.500. Bahasa Inggris nggak gini, dia gini, pakai koma. Oke? Sip. Nah, how do you say these numbers in English? Write the numbers out in full, then listen to check your answer. Oke, disuruh nulis. Ini gimana nulisnya? Oke? Alright, coba kita putar ya. Audio number 19. Okay.
Unit 3, Exercise 4. 1.
251.
Okay. 251. Gimana nulisnya? 200 and ya. Salah. 150. Iya, 51. Gini ya. Gitu aja. Lalu nomor 2 apa nih dibilang? 7, enggak ya, ini ribu berarti because it is in English. Coba putar lagi.
2.
7,489.
Okay. 7,400. Yeah. Okay. 700. 100. Iya kan? Salah 100. 4,000. And 89. Kira-kira seperti itu ya. Ya latihan gitu saja. Oke. Nah jadi kita lanjutkan juga boleh nih. Bolehlah sendiri. Lalu cek jawabannya gitu loh. Oke. Alright. Ini untuk latihan juga nih. Ini latihan. Oke. Listen to the 3 presentations and fill in the missing numbers below. Oke. Suruh dengar terus dilengkapin aja ini. Oke. Oke. Coba kita coba. Ini 20 ya. So the audio is audio 20, right?
Unit 3, Exercise 5. 1.
Let's look at the figures in this table more closely. As you can see, in the first row, we sold 18,250 cars in Germany in the first quarter,
Okay.
while in the same period,
Susah ya?
we sold roughly 32,000 in the EU.
Okay.
Our
Ulang.
non-EU market was still
Car sales in 2004 first second quarter. Oke, kita coba. Saya lepas tadi.
same period, we sold roughly 32,000 in the EU.
Oke, terlewat.
As you can see, in the first row, we sold 18,250 cars in Germany.
Wow, 18,250. Susah juga ya, ulang.
18,250 cars.
Oke, 18,250 cars. 18,000 tuh 18.000 ya. Oke, 18.000. 18.250 ya. 18.250 mobil. Wah, berat juga. Di EU, ini first quarter katanya kan. Di EU 32.000, roughly 32.000. Let's see.
Cars in Germany in the first quarter, while in the same period, we sold roughly 32,000 in the EU.
Roughly 32,000 in the EU. Okay.
Our non-EU market was still relatively small, with sales of about 8,000 cars.
Okay. Di non-EU agak small, dia bilang 8,000 cars. 8,000, berarti gini ya. Nah, ini salah berarti saya kan. Karena saya masih ke bawah Indonesia nih, pakai titik. Padahal harusnya koma. Gitu. Right? Oke. Kita lanjutkan. Untuk EU yang second quarter. Oke.
Now, if you look at the second quarter, you will see a dramatic change. Whereas our German business didn't increase much, sales in the other two areas developed very well. In the EU, 47,500 cars were sold,
Waduh.
and in the non-EU countries,
For-
sales went up to 17,300, which I'm sure has developed very
Kita coba
well.
lagi ya, kita coba nih. Agak susah ya, karena nggak biasa. Dibiasain.
The two areas developed very well. In the EU, 47,500 cars were sold.
47,500 car. 47,000 berarti 47.500. 47,500 car. 47,000 ya. 500 cars. Naik signifikan dari 32 ke 47.000. Gitu ya. Jadi this apa ya? Training, if you would say it, will increase your sensitivity towards the pronunciations atau the informations regarding numbers. Oke, ini boleh dikerjakan juga. Apa namanya selanjutnya ya? Ini juga. Fill in the blank side. Ini import apa nih? With some key numbers and present them to a partner. Jadi ini untuk latihan sendiri. Tulis sendiri berapa, lalu kita coba untuk presentasikan. Misalnya saya tulis 5.600, gimana ngomongnya 5.600 dengan teman, latihan gitu loh. Oke. Right, so misalnya ya, I write a figure, this is a figure, and this figure has the number of car sales that we made last year, and we successfully sold 5,600 cars. Misalnya gitu, ini untuk latihan. Cuman ini boleh dikerjakan ya, karena kalian MP3-nya sudah ada, bukunya sudah ada, so you can start doing your independent learning. Remember, yeah, there is no force. The choice is absolutely yours. If you want to be improved, and if you want to improve your presentation skill, ya, karena nanti mungkin you are going to do your presentation for final research, pasti ada angka-angka, and you cannot run anyway. You have to do that. You have to present that. Makanya skill presentation ini very important. Okay, if you practice today, yeah, and then you keep practicing, insyaallah, when the day has come, when you are presenting for your final research atau skripsi, then it will be a lot easier. Kalaupun lupa, paling tinggal mengingat-ingat saja. Tapi if you never practice, then when the time is coming, then you are going to find it very difficult. Makanya sangat penting sekali untuk practice. Okay, I think that's all for our meeting today. Ya, tetap semangat, dikerjakan apa dikerjakan, tidak ada PR karena ini sifatnya practice ya. Dan be careful and be prepared because we are approaching to our UTS or midterm test, and all of these skills are gonna be very useful for you to gain good score. That's all from me. Thank you very much. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.